Morning, children. Once again, I welcome you all for this online class. And today we are continuing with our lesson 1 of history, part 2. And in the last class, we studied part 1. That is the introductory part of our lesson 1. And today, we are moving into the second part of our lesson, that is sources of medieval history. So, you all know what is source. I have taught you, isn't it? Source is a medium which gives us informations about something. So regarding medieval period, we have two types of sources. One is primary source and the other one is secondary source. Let's study about primary source in the first. So primary source is divided into three parts. One is inscriptions, monuments and coins. The secondary sources are divided into four parts: literary works, chronicles, travelogues, and biographies. So, in our class today, we are going to study each and every source of primary and secondary. Okay, let's begin with primary source. So, the first source of primary sources, inscriptions. So, what are inscriptions? In the last year, 6th standard also, you studied about inscriptions, isn't it? So, inscriptions are nothing but they are writings engraved on solid surfaces such as rocks, stones, temple walls, and metals. So, if you go to a vessel shop, okay, to buy some utensils, in the shop you can see the shopkeeper when you ask them to engrave your name on that vessel, they use some electric weapon to write your name on that vessel. That is a way of inscription. Okay. So what is inscription? Anything engraved on solid surface. Okay. They are called inscriptions. Look at the picture. So these are rock inscriptions. In rock they have engraved some pictures and writings. So they are called rock inscriptions. Okay. So what are the informations in inscriptions we are going to study now? What are things written in inscriptions? Okay. So the inscriptions contains the king's royal decrees. Okay. Any important commands. Okay. Any important commands or orders given by the king, they were recorded on in the inscriptions. Okay. Then dedications and donations. See, for example, if a king want to dedicate some land or any property to somebody, okay, so this type of dedications, they were inscribed on inscriptions. Donations also, any fund to charity, okay, any help given to support some individuals, they are recorded as inscriptions. And monuments raised in commemoration of victories in wars. So if a king won any battle, in remembrance of the victory, they inscribe the victory of the king on the walls or rocks. Okay. So these are some of the inscriptive informations regarding kings. Okay. And also inscriptions contains memories of deceased warrior. See, for example, if any soldier dies in any battle, so in remembrance of that soldier, they write the name and informations regarding the soldiers on inscriptions. And finally, inscriptions also contains informations about the particular period of time. See, this is, look at the picture. You have the Uttaramerur inscriptions written on the walls of the temple. Okay. So next type of inscriptions are, so first we studied about rock inscriptions. Okay, rock inscriptions. Now we are going to study about copper plate granite inscriptions. Okay. So look at the picture in your display. This is called copper plates. Look at the hole. So I have taken only one copper granite, but it is not one. Okay, there may be many tens and fifteens, and they are connected with a ankle using the hole which is at the left corner of the copper plate. Okay, see inscriptions on the copper plate. So these are called copper plate grants. Okay, so what are they? These grants are legal documents. Okay, legal documents. Today we have paper legal documents, isn't it? See, for example, if you buy any property, so your property must have documents regarding the location and the authority and the person who hold the property. Informations are there in stamp papers. You might have seen the stamp papers. Okay, but in ancient times there were no stamp papers. Government issued stamp papers. So in order to in order to register some kind of uh, legal documents, they are inscribed on copper plates. Okay, so they are called copper plate inscriptions. Okay. So what happened during when the Islamic Persians came to India? They changed the system. Okay, uh, when the Indian kings ruled India, they had the copper plate grants. But when the Islamic Persians conquered India, they changed the copper plate grants into palm leaves and papers. And also, uh, the copper plates were highly costed. Okay, their cost is more high. So because of a high cost, they are changed into a cheaper way of documenting system. Okay, and several copper plate grants issued during the later Chola period. During the later time of the Chola period, that is from 10th to 13th century, several copper plate grants were issued by Chola kings. Okay, and it records the gifts given by the kings to the priests or teachers. They belong to Hinduism, Buddhism, or Jainism. Okay, and in the copper plate, two important informations were recorded. One is the name of the person who grants the gift, and also the name of the person who receives the gift. And also the rock inscriptions and the copper grant inscriptions, they contains the informations regarding the types of land gifted by the Chola kings. Okay, so during the ancient times, there were five types of lands which were gifted by the Chola kings to um, particular people. Okay, so Well and Vagai is the type of land which is gifted to non-Brahmin people. Okay, then Brahmadeya is a land gifted to the Brahmins. Then Shalaboga is the land that is for gifted for the maintenance of a school. Devadana is land gifted to temples, and Palli Chandam is land donated to Jain institutions. Okay, so these are the five different types of lands gifted by the Cholas to other individuals. Okay, now let's move on to the second type of primary source, that is monuments. Okay, so what are monuments? Monuments are any building or statue that is built in remembrance of any famous person or any event happened. We call it a monument. See, I have given two types of monuments. Okay, one is Taj Mahal. You all know it is found in India. Okay, another one is Statue of Liberty. So these two are example for monuments. Okay, so first one is Taj Mahal is built in remembrance of Shah Jahan's wife. Okay, so the Statue of Liberty is gifted by France to USA in remembrance of their 100th freedom. So, first one is remembrance of a person, and the second one is remembrance of an event. So, they are called monuments. Okay, there are different types of monuments. One by one, we are going to study now. First one is temples. What are temples? It is a holy place of Hindus. So, many ancient temples are even found today, which are the primary sources that gives informations regarding the medieval period. Okay, palaces also, ancient palaces are even available today. They also give informations about the medieval period. What are palaces? Place where kings and queen resides. Tombs tombs what are tombs? Tombs are the places where dead bodies are kept, isn't it? They are burial places, and in the burial places, uh, in order to remembrance, they built some kind of buildings upon them. They are called tombs. Minars. Okay, minars is, they are large towers. Okay, large towers. Minarets are the part of mosques. Okay, they are the part of mosques, which are built in order to uh, for the priest to announce some important messages. Okay, uh, so uh, so the Delhi Sultanates. Okay, that is the kings of Delhi. They uh, discovered a special system of arches and domes as monuments. Okay, so these type of arches and domes are introduced into India by the Delhi Sultanates. Okay, so okay, so other important monuments are the Khajuraho temples. Okay, Khajuraho is a group of temples which is located in Madhya Pradesh of India. So they are important monuments raised during the medieval period. And another example is temples in Konark. Konark is a place in Odisha that also, not one temple, many temples, they give informations regarding the medieval period. Okay, and Dilwara is another temple which is located in Mount Abu in Rajasthan. Okay, when these three are located in northern part of India. If you come to southern part of India, we also have many important monuments. One is Brihadishwara temple in Tanjore. Okay, so what is important about the Pragadishwara temple? It has a Vimana at the top of the temple, isn't it? A dome of rock, which is about 80 tons in weight. That is 80,000 kilogram. So in ancient time, in order to carry a um, weight of 80,000 tons at the top of a temple is very very hard. Okay, and Gangaikonda Cholapuram. So it is the ancient largest temple. Okay, and it has a huge height also, and a temple in Darasuram. Darasuram is a place near Kumbakonam. So the temples, these temples, they give informations regarding the uh, period in the medieval times. Okay, and now let's move on to next topic, coins. Okay, so coins also gives many important details, informations about the period of medieval times. Okay, so the coins have some important notifications. Okay, one is the picture in the coin. Another one is the legend. Okay, so the picture in the coins, they give informations about the person, okay, maybe the person may be a king or any royal person. So by looking at the picture, we get information about people who lived in the medieval times. And legends are the writings, okay, writings are the corner envelope of the coin. Okay, look at the picture. Here victory is written, okay. So the legend also gives informations, maybe they may be the names of the kings or royal people, or maybe some informations engraved on the coins, which gives information about the people and lifestyle regarding the particular age. Okay, and also the metals used to make coins gives informations about the economic conditions of the kingdom during that time. Okay, if it is gold coin, we can get information that the kingdom was very rich. Okay, so with the metal they used, we can identify the economical condition of the people lived in the medieval period. Okay, so see, this is a coin which was issued by Muhammad Gori. Okay, Muhammad Gori, he was a Muslim king, but he made a coin with the image of goddess Lakshmi, that is Hindu goddess. So, by looking at this coin, we come to know that Muhammad Gori is a person who is liberal in religious faith. Okay, he he supported other religions also. Okay, okay. The next coin are the coins of Kalji. Okay, Kalji. So Alauddin Khalji, he issued these types of coins we called coins of uh, Khalji. Okay, and finally Jital. Okay, so what is Jital? It is a coin that contains 3.6 grains of silver. Okay, it is a silver coin which is highly valuable. Okay, so 48 Jital coins were equal to one silver tanka. Okay, like how we have 100 1 rupee coins are equal to 100 rupees. Like that, they also had a system called Jital, which is a 3.6 grains of silver coins. So 48 Jitals, they are equal to 1 silver tanka. Okay. So these are some of the uh, sources, primary sources, which gives informations regarding the medieval period. Okay, children, we'll end up our class. In the next class, we'll study about other sources of medieval history. Okay, little bit revision, then we'll move on. Then we'll wind up. Okay, so today we studied about two important sources of medieval India. One is primary source, another one is secondary source. In primary source, we studied about inscriptions, monuments, and coins. Okay, so next class we'll study about the secondary source. Okay, okay, children, go through the class. If you have any doubts, if you can't understand anything in your syllabus, call me to my WhatsApp number. See you in the next class.